Ang istasyong ito ay kasapi ng KBP, kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas.
Good afternoon, teens all over the world.
It's John Yuri Mashiko
And it's Maria Cristina Culianan for Teen Talks.
Greetings to everyone! This is another episode of Teen Talks, specialized for teenagers and their experiences. So make sure you don't miss a single word and keep in tune for the whole program with us.
That's right. For today's episode, our topic is stigma of depression, considering that it has been a big issue that is faced commonly by teenagers.
To everyone watching right now on our Facebook Live, you can now comment down your opinions, personal experiences, and thoughts about our topic to keep in touch.
When we come back, we're going to talk about our topic, depression. Stay tuned.
Sir, can you please give me some water? I'm really thirsty. Sir, please.
Go away, ask that man.
It's been 4 hours and still no one gave me anything to eat and to drink.
Hey, you look really thirsty. Here, have some water.
Wow, this water tastes great.
It's called Blue, one of the most tastiest water in the world.
Thank you very much. I can drink this kind of water every time.
Are you thirsty? Then go and drink Blue.
Sir,
Based on our local survey done on the month of January inside the Marcelo H. Del Pilar National High School, 4 out of 40 students have experienced being depressed.
That doesn't sound like a big numbers, but that actually means that probably 10% of the population of students in MHPNHS experience depression.
To share us her personal experience battling depression, let's listen to Camille Tesado from 7 Rupee.
When you're feeling down,
yung parang nawawalan ka po ng motivation na mag-aral gano'n, na yung parang sobrang tired ka lagi, gusto mo na lang magkulong sa kwarto gano'n. Yung ayaw mo makipag-socialize.
so anong ginawa mo ate para ma-overcome yung ganong emotion?
Nag-pray lang po ako din. Na mas lalo po ako naging open sa family ko para po yung alam ko po may tutulong sa akin and sa mga friends ko po.
Ang galing na nag-like.
It must be really hard for teens, especially for students, to still hold things together when depression is present in their lives as well. Of course, being depressed, it is something that affects mental and physical health.
I agree to that. At such age, they've been carrying so much on their shoulders. And what makes that even harder is that some people don't really acknowledge the word depression, but only consider it as a make-up excuses for other people who they think are too weak to handle the pressures in life.
And now, we have an idea how many experiences depression and how it affects them daily. Let's continue with our main topic, which is stigma of depression. First, we must know what that means, right? So the stigma of depression is basically the opinion of the society towards depression, that it does not exist as a serious condition it is. Instead, they mark it as something that can easily go away whenever they want.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? With all these numbers of depressed people around the world, and still there are people who does not understand and even recognize depression.
We're talking about the stigma of depression because we want everyone to know that it is not only a talk or somehow an opinion, but it is really a big it has really a big impact on depressed people's lives. In fact, when someone thinks that depression is a personal problem instead of a real illness, it can lead depressed people avoid seeking professional help, instead blame themselves for their depression.
And the loss of professional help, of course, means that the illness will not be treated, and that will make depressed people lose interest in activities, have disturbances in sleep and appetite, and having low self esteem. And going without treatment can increase the likelihood of suicide.
It's almost shocking how a simple stigma of depression can possibly lead to end of life of a person. But that just proves that everyone must not be ignorant about this issue, but instead be the lifeline and provide every help we can do to make a big good difference to the lives of depressed people. And we'll be talking more about our topic after a short break.
Your shoes broke again. Hey bro, it looks like you need a new pair of shoes.
Yeah. Do you know any shoe brand that is durable and affordable?
You should go to Otto. All of their products are very durable and affordable.
Oh, okay then. Thank you for the advice. I'm going to the store right now.
Otto, it is durable and very affordable.
Is your school supply not enough for you? Then go to Pandayan Bookshop. You can get all the school supplies here. So if your problem is based on education, then this store is the number one solution.
Now we're talking about the lifeline, just like MC said, or being the one to pull depressed people up because it's not just helping them but also helping ourselves to grow as individuals.
Personally, I think that if you choose to stigmatize depression, it's probably because you haven't taken the time to educate yourself. So for me, the first thing is be knowledgeable about the causes of depression, the symptoms, and how it's treated. You'll be better equipped to recognize the warning signs and help a loved one who is suffering or to extend empathy towards any depressed people in your life.
That's a good advice. It basically sums up it all because if you know the reality of something, you will never judge people, but be the one who understands. And talking about knowing, one of the effects of stigma of depression, feel guilt because they have depression. Imagine being the one with illness but still thinking that it is your fault that you have it. How hard it must be, right? So what I'm trying to say is that let's accept depression and don't ever let someone feel that it is their own problem, that they're too weak. Don't tell them that it is their choice and they can just snap out of it. Remember that a few thoughtless words can have a real impact on people depressed around you.
If someone anticipates judgments and an accompanying lecture about how happiness is a choice, they're not going to be open with friends about their struggles with depression. This is unfortunate because when friends are supportive, they can be a great source of hope and strength. Depression is an isolating illness and not a single person can change that. It can mean a lot when friends want to understand what you're going through. It can help depressed people realize that they have nothing to be ashamed of, which can then motivate them to seek treatment.
After a tragic event like a mass shooting, media sources will often offer the obligatory report that the perpetrator had a history of mental illness. This vague comment lumps all mental illness together when in reality, there are a vast array of mental conditions with widely different symptoms. But the real problem with the discourse is that it promotes a stereotype that's not accurate.
While it's true that many perpetrators of crimes and violence are mentally unwell, we need to stop focusing on the idea that people with depression are dangerous because, generally, this is far from true. Our focus needs to shift towards promoting a culture that encourages people to seek help without fear of judgment.
The bottom line is that the depression isn't a figment of the sufferer's imagination. It's an illness caused by a combination of chemical imbalances and flawed mood regulators in the brain, which is hardly within the sufferer's control.
Now, let's talk about the effects that can happen to people who are experiencing depression.
First, they always get tired and scared all the time.
Second, they want friends but don't want to socialize. Why? Because they, because they always feel lonely and worthless. They hate talking to others because they want to be alone. They just cry and sleep and they don't want to eat.
And lastly, they want to be alone but don't want to be lonely. Just like just like you said earlier, they don't want to socialize with others because they just want to keep their problem by themselves.
We'll be right back again and we're going to talk about all your comments or opinions about depression.
Is your school supply not enough for you? Then go to Pandayan Bookshop. You can get all the school supplies here. So if your problem is based on education, then this store is the number one solution. Ate, magkano po itong tinapay?
50 lang, iha.
Hay, iba na talaga ang panahon ngayon. Lahat nagmamahal na.
Hindi naman lahat, iha. Gusto mo ba ng pagkaing mura lang pero sobrang sarap? Dito lang sa Tikay Malolos, Bulacan. Hanapin mo ang Atmos Food Park. Hindi lang mura at masarap ang pagkain dito. Maganda pa yung mismong lugar at napakaraming pagpipilian. Picture dito, picture doon. Sulit na sulit ang pera mo at siguradong mag-e-enjoy ka. Kaya halika na sa Atmos.
Ate, magkano po itong tinapay?
Now we're back, but while waiting for the comments, let's continue our discussion about our topic.
I hope that every student who are facing depression right now will have the courage to fight it.
Yes, you're right, and you have to think positive as always. Think that all of your problems will be done just by praying to God. It is just a challenge for you, so you should be tough to be able to face it.
And I hope that everyone who's listening today will learn a lesson. And I also hope that the support and love of friends, family, and loved ones never ends. So what about you? What can you say about the depression?
I think depression has a big impact for our youth because it is what do you call that? It's like a disease, you know. It's slowly killing our youth, just like that.
And I think it stops us it stops us from achieving our dreams.
But with the help of our friends, family, and God, we can overcome this type of problem.
Yes, so I think we really need the support of our family and friends and love from our loved ones.
So my advice for this is don't think that you're really sad, that you carry all the burden in the world. Just think happy thoughts, just like just like Peter Pan said, think happy thoughts then you fly. Just like that.
And my advice for you is always pray to God and don't keep things to yourself and be open to your friends so that you you have someone to share your thoughts and experiences.
So, have you ever experienced depression?
Yes, yes. I think when my mother is mad at me.
Oh, that's sad.
Yes, I almost think that I wanted to die
But why?
because I think that no one likes me and the world turned their backs turned their back to me.
Oh, that's like a big problem to you, isn't it?
Yes, but I overcome it by going to church and praying to God.
And just like that, you can overcome it also. Oh. So, we here we have 12 things not to say to depressed people. Number 1 is you're freaking out over nothing.
Number two is it's your own fault.
Number 3, it will pass.
Number four, what about your lifestyle?
Fifth is being depressed is better than what?
Number six, try thinking positive.
7, have you tried exercise?
Number eight, find a new job.
9, count your blessings.
Number 10, everyone has problem.
Number 11, don't feel sorry for yourself.
Number 12, I know how you feel. So we're
So
going
number-
so we're going to explain why you shouldn't tell these things to the depressed people.
Number 1, depression and mood disorders tend to involve peaks and valleys of extreme emotions. If you belittle the problems someone is experiencing, they feel attacked and it may take the problem worse. While you might have a different perspective on their situation, that that doesn't change how strong their feelings are, which is the real problem. The chemical and electrical imbalance that cause mental health problems will be still present even if the person struggling has no responsibilities. Before we continue, let's read now the comments. Your comments.
According to Princess Jesus, asking for help doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise. Explain this, please.
Yes, it's right because if you don't ask, you might be have you might have not think what's the right thing to do. So seeking advice is important for depressed people.
To those who are depressed, we just want to say that you should stay strong.
That's very thoughtful. Who's that?
It's from Princess Jesus who also experienced depression.
How thoughtful she is, isn't it?
Oh, so some so some of our viewers asked us to play a song for the depressed people
Oh, that's nice. Let's play it.
to
What?
to to make them feel better. It's it's with a smile by Eraserheads.
Let's listen to it.
Baby, don't be scared of the things that could go wrong along the way. You'll get by with a smile. You can't win at everything, but you can try. Baby, you don't have to worry, 'cause there ain't no need to hurry. No one ever said that there's an easy way. When they're closing all their doors and they don't want you anymore. This sounds funny, but I'll say it anyway. Oh, boy, I'll stay through the bad times, even if I have to fetch you every day. We'll get by with a smile. You can never be too happy in this life. In the world where everybody hates a happy ending story, it's no wonder love can make the world go round. But don't let it bring you down and turn your face into a frown. You'll get along with a little prayer and a song. In a world where everybody hates a happy ending story, it's a wonder love can make the world go round. But don't let it bring you down and turn your face into a frown. You'll get along with a little prayer and a song. Lift your head, baby, don't be scared of the things that could go wrong along the way. You'll get by with a smile. Now it's time to kiss away those tears goodbye. Let me hear you say
That's with a smile covered by Reese Lansangan.
And now we're going to give you some book recommendations to help you to help you might help you to overcome depression. Number 1, Feeling Good by David Burns. Number 2, Prozac Nation by Elizabeth Wurtzel. Number 3, Reasons to Stay Alive by Matt Haig. This book made me feel like I wasn't alone. Everything he said in this memoir, I could nod my head to. It was real, didn't laugh over stuff, and gave it to the attention it needed. Anyone who feels guilt or shame about how they are feeling needs to read this. It normalized my experience and made me feel okay. It was also easy to read with short sections, so I could put it down when I was tired without feeling I had to get a break. And number 4, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. It's a biographical book about her struggles and own battles with depression, in which she overcome them by accepting her flaws, made peace with her past, and love who she has become because of what she went through. The book has and will always help me stay alive. Existence is pain, but it eases a little knowing even the greatest human beings to hurt just like you and me. Number 5, It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizzini. It's a great book for teenagers with depression because it makes you realize there will be people out there who understand what you're going through, and also the emotions you feel are valid in every way. Number 6, Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. It was a hard and emotional read, but I had never related to a character before in terms of a book character and my depression. I felt like I was looking at myself a lot of times, and it really is such an amazing book. It doesn't paint it in a glorifying way, and I am thankful for that. Would definitely recommend, but be warned, it is triggering.
That's like a good books to read, but the most important book to read is the Bible. The Bible contains everything you need to overcome your problem. Of course, everything we need can be found there. And that's all for today, and see you again next week for another problem that we're going to solve.
Yes. And thank you for all the viewers in our Facebook Live and all to our listeners who keeps on supporting us.
I hope you learned a lot from us. See you again next week. I'm John Yuri Mashiko
And I'm Maria Cristina Culianan
for Team Talks.